Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. This is the ISO GOAT here, back again for another quick video. Let me start this by saying I'm not a financial advisor, nor do I have any financial experience whatsoever. Do not invest in anything solely based off my opinions or anything that I say in this video until you've done your own due diligence and your own research first. Never throw in more money than you're willing to lose, and also make sure you have a firm understanding of crypto before throwing in any kind of money. So I actually just wanted to talk to you guys. This will be a quick video today. The first article is Bank of America to partner with Ripple for ODL services after XRP lawsuit finishes. Obviously, it pretty much says exactly what we're waiting on in the actual title. Obviously, they throw XRP in there. I don't think that's by accident. ODL is also very key right now. As you know, Ripple is currently buying off the open market that a lot of people are also buying from in order to fund some of these ODL partners. So recently, Swell on Wednesday and Thursday, if I'm not mistaken, and Brad Garlinghouse talked with a couple of people and basically said that Bank of America plans to benefit highly from this lawsuit once it does end. Obviously, we don't know timeframes on when that's going to happen. We will all find out together. But I think this partnership is going to be very huge. I think there's probably going to be other banks and financial institutions that are also going to be announcing this once we do have some kind of regulatory clarity in the crypto space. I think this is just going to be, for lack of a better term, a ripple effect when it comes to these partnerships, utilizing the technology. I think they're going to be ready to onboard once those regulations are set, whether it's by Congress, whether it's by, an executive order, whatever. That I don't know. But it did mention ODL liquidity directly in the article, so you guys can peruse it. I'll make sure I pin it in the bottom under the comments as well. Here we go. So from Bureau Fado, Brad Garlinghouse made it clear that they're ready to settle with the SEC as long as they can get clarity on XRP. Obviously, they think it's a security. Ripple, the company, does not feel it's a security. We've been going through this for about 2 years now, so we are coming to the tail end of this. I asked him if American companies were waiting on the sidelines to jump in the game once clarity happens. He said absolutely. Okay. Just to piggyback off of what he said, like I said, once this clarity does come out, it's not just retail and, speculation and, people speculating buying XRP. There's going to be actual institutions and financial, businesses, banks, etc., that also will have access to these things once there is clarity. Obviously, they may be waiting on the sidelines until we do get that, signed, sealed, delivered. Hey, this is good to use. This is not good to use in regards to what crypto assets, digital assets, etc. So just as an FYI and a caveat, he specifically said Bank of America is a huge partner of Ripple, and he said they stand to gain really big when the settlement happens because they're going to have a huge competitive advantage over their competitors by using ODL on the marketplace, okay? You got to start somewhere, and Bank of America sees the value in it. They see, hey, this technology does work. I'm just waiting on some kind of papers to put in my pocket that shows, hey, I'm good to go, and I can actually start utilizing this, okay? And once that happens, I think it's going to be a real quick, oh, so-and-so is now also using this technology. So-and-so bank is also now using this technology and onboarded. Ripple signs up 2 to 3 customers a week on average. I don't know if they've stuck to that. It may even be more now at this point. And I know it was 300 plus partnerships back in 2020. It's probably well above that. I don't know whether or not they have any NDAs or anything, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot higher number than what's being shown right now. But you can check out that on the Ripple website. I'm sure they'll probably list every single customer, at least for the most part. So it's a very interesting article. Like I said, it's not too in-depth or too long. Very easy to read and follow through. But once this clarity does come, I think it's off to the races, at least in my opinion, in regards to XRP, ODL, ramping up the technology, actually utilizing it, incorporating it into different businesses, etc. Also, earlier this month, Ripple announced record growth for ODL products. So we have a current lawsuit going on, but yet Ripple is continuing to expand globally, worldwide, signing up new partners. You're always seeing articles about them, and the SEC is still dealing with this thing, and they haven't figured out, hey, is it security, is it not a security? And I think we'll find that out very soon, like I said. But other companies are already on board. They're already utilizing some of this tech. We're just waiting on the transactions and everything to start ramping up. Once we have global adoption, I think it will be a wrap from there. But that's just my opinion. Like I said, do your own research. I just try to drop as many articles as I can in regards to these things that I come across, so you can interpret it with your own, discernment. So that's pretty much all I had for this one. Like I said, they see the SEC lawsuit as a facade. It's not really slowing them down in regards to it. they're trying to figure out why the United States is just wasting time. So I'm sure most of us are trying to figure that out as well. I have another article as well by the Bitcoinist. Go figure, that's surprising. Ripple set to launch several capabilities this year to scale XRP-based ODL. So now we're starting to see ODL out there in the mainstream, okay? Some people don't equate ODL with XRP, but that's ultimately, obviously, you have to do some research into that. Nobody's going to really know. They're not always going to flat out say, hey, XRP, oh, XRP is ODL, or hey, this is this. They're very picky with how they put the wording out there, so that way they can say they told you, and whether or not you looked into it and invested in it, that's ultimately up to you. So this article actually basically talks about the Ripple Swell Conference, basically some of the things that Ripple has going on in the future, how they see massive growth coming in the future as well. It talks about the MFS Africa partnership, which I also have a video on prior, I think a couple of videos prior. And then it goes into, where we at? Here we go. Basically, there's a machine learning and automation efforts being driven right now and focused on liquidity, the backbone of all companies' products. The launch is expected to take place as early as this year. They did have significant growth in the year 2022. Like I said, despite this lawsuit, at the end of the day, that's just in the United States. This is a global thing, a global effort for ODL and Ripple. Let me go to the part I wanted to discuss. Here we go. As Ripple states in the post, the XRP token-based payment technology is experiencing rapid growth. ODL was originally introduced in 2018 to overcome issues with cross-border payments. Like I said, they're going to be branching into other avenues once they have a wrap on these cross-border payments. This is just, riding this into the future. Like, they have to start somewhere, okay? I think derivatives and all that's going to come in there, potentially debt. I showed you guys a previous screenshot that there was a huge influx of value sitting on the XRP ledger. It was 41 quintillion, if I'm not mistaken, which is above the national debt, which is, I think, 330 trillion, somewhere around there for around the world. Specifically, the United States, I think it was like 32 trillion, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But I wanted to go into this part. ODL is now targeting businesses as well. To meet the growing demand, Ripple expanded its payment solution beyond financial institutions. I'm always talking about financial institutions, so this is going beyond that. Now ODL also serves corporate clients such as Nutrisource, Oceanus, Valency, and New Horizon in a variety of segments including retail, agriculture, e-commerce, technology, and supply chain. This really sounds like a company that's going to go away to me too, right? Okay, anyways. So yeah, they are branching off into a lot of different avenues. You have to start somewhere, okay? Cross-border payments is basically what they are putting out there in the mainstream as their focus. Obviously, these businesses, financial institutions, governments, whatever, are looking into this technology. Some of them are utilizing the technology. Obviously onboarding is still happening with Ripple because they're still writing up customers. And these customers have also have customers, okay? So you don't even have to sign up every institution in the world to utilize the technology. As soon as 2 or 3 of them start realizing, hey, this is actually like game-changing technology that saves me money, it's more efficient, it's quick, real-time growth settlement, there's going to be other people that want access to this same technology, okay? And it's basically a snowball effect, if you want to look at it that way. It starts out small, and then eventually it grows into something big. So I just wanted to touch base on that. And then there's a quote as well. Ripple's ODL solution answers the industry's age-old problem of pre-funding, and we've talked about this, and speed of fund settlement, 3.3 seconds on average. Since partnering with Ripple and utilizing ODL, we've been able to better manage our capital requirements and funding flows, thereby allowing us to offer a near real-time payout for our customers, said Diane Nguyen, CEO of Hi Ha Money Transfer. So this is just something I want you guys to look into. They're two very quick articles, just a little bit of tidbit and information in there. It also goes into like the FTX thing for some odd reason, and how it affected the whole market. Obviously, most of the market's going to be affected. There's a lot of people that have money in regards to that whole debacle going on. But like I said, things are happening. Things are happening behind the scenes, whether or not it's always announced. They're not always going to throw that out there. They're always, establishing these new partnerships, these new roles, integrating this technology into different businesses, things like that. Obviously, right now, it's not really in the United States. It's more so outside the United States. But, a day is coming when there will be regulatory clarity globally, as well as in the United States specifically for anybody living in the U.S. So, I just want y'all to let you know, the clock is ticking right now, okay? And they're constantly moving and making moves. Like, it's very big. It's a very big transformation that's going on around the world that a lot of people are missing. They're distracted by this, distracted by that, whether it's, a war, whether it's, the C word, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and these distractions have the mainstream looking this way when things are going on this way. Don't let it be you. That's all I'm going to say. So that's pretty much all I got for y'all today. Like, comment, subscribe, share this with someone you love. Definitely spend the time with the family. Enjoy the holidays. Definitely be safe. There's a lot of crazy people out there in the world. And thanks so much for all the subscribers. Thanks for watching my channel in general and believing in me. And I appreciate it. ISO go down. I'll catch y'all in another one. Thank you. Enjoy your holiday.